Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mike,
And this is Josh.
and we are real
Real Dead.
dead. And today
Yes.
we got a real treat for you. Well, maybe, maybe not. Maybe depends on your opinion of it, Josh.
Yep.
But we got a Shudder movie that just came out last week, came out on 12/1. Actually hit the theaters on November the 10th in limited theaters, but came out 12/1 on Shudder. And it's
Mhm.
called It's a Wonderful Knife, kind of a play
Yes.
on It's a Wonderful Life.
That's right.
It's got let's see, director was Tyler McIntyre. Um, some of the main actors in it is Cassandra Nod, Justin Long, Joel McHale, Jane Widdop, Jess McLeod, and
Yeah.
Catherine Isabel. So
Yeah.
those are some of the main actors. I'm sure, other than Justin Long. I think I've seen Joel McHale in a
Yeah.
couple
Joe
of
McHale,
them.
I knew him for sure.
Yeah.
Justin Long, yeah. The rest of the cast I didn't really know. Um, so yeah, I thought it was I listen, so this movie is a fun take on It's a Wonderful Life. Now you've had to seen that movie, and my wife, who is 35, has never seen it, so she didn't get the whole twist, or she didn't get the whole concept of it or anything. To her, she didn't understand that it was from a different movie from back in, like, I think it was like the 30s or whatever that movie came out.
Right.
I grew up watching that movie. My mom loves that movie. So, like, when it was on during Thanksgiving or Christmas time or whenever it was on in the late 80s and then through the 90s, we watched it a bunch growing up. So I know that movie, and I think it is a fun take on that movie, Mike. Like the concept.
So
Um,
let's go ahead and share the movie info, and then we can talk about the rating. And then
okay,
maybe the movie info will kind of give everybody a little bit of what it's about.
okay,
So it says after a year after saving her town from a psychotic killer on Christmas Eve, Winnie Carruthers' life is less than wonderful. But when she wishes she'd never been born, she finds herself in a nightmare parallel universe and discovers that without her, things could be much worse. Now the killer is back, and she must team up with the town misfit to identify the killer and get back to her own reality.
yeah.
It's already made $811,000.
How much did it cost to make?
I don't think it tells it on here.
Oh, okay.
I didn't research that a little bit more, but let's go up to the top here. And so far, after one weekend, well, actually, it came out November 10th in theaters. It's got a 54 from the critics and a 72 from the audience.
Yeah.
So,
The audience, I go more by the audience score, but spoiler alert, I disagree with you. I disagree with the audience on this one. I do think it's a fun movie. I do like the actors. Justin's Long's fake teeth that he's got in, or I don't know, something, they're distracting. I don't know what it is. It's distracting. Um, yeah, like I said, the killer, straight rip off of Ghostface, in my opinion. Just a total. I mean, he's got the cloak on. He's got the like, you can't tell who it is. It's not the same looking, of course, but it's
he's
a rip off.
cooler. He's cooler looking than the Scream guy.
No way. No way. I think it looks like kind of like almost like a nun thing that he's wearing. Like,
He reminds me of Assassin Creed / Ghostface. He's kind of
yeah,
a mix between them.
yeah, it's kind of a ripoff, but like I said, and the knife's like a dagger from like ancient times or something. I think it's supposed to be like Bible related or something. Like I don't know, like, because the guy's supposed to be pretty, like, spoiler alert, the guy that's the killer is supposed to like try to keep this town a certain way and have virtues and all this kind of different things. And but he,
The
so
guy's father. The guy's father.
so we're just gonna go into spoilers, Mike. I guess
Yeah,
right
let's
here,
go
right?
straight into spoilers.
Okay, so it turns out it's the mayor, Justin Long's character of this town, that is the killer. And he's the guy that's always preaching this and that and blah, blah, blah. Not necessarily religious things, but just like, oh, it needs to be this way, blah, blah, blah. But then he's the one that's the killer. It's kind of like that old thing where it's like, do what I say, but not what I do type thing. When you're a person with power. So yeah, I thought that was okay. I thought some of the kills are pretty cool. Some of them were cheesy, but some of them, I think it was kind of, some of them were like a throwback to like 80s, definitely horror, and 90s, like early 90s horror, with some of the kills. The story got a little wonky to me, a little bit, even though I do like but I think in the original It's a Wonderful Life, the guy actually tries to commit suicide. He jumps in and tries to drown himself. In this one, she just wishes for it and it comes true, because of the Northern Lights or whatever, I guess.
Yeah, but the whole suicide thing was the other girl, and it was going to commit suicide that night, and then she got saved. So they did spin the suicide thing on somebody
Yeah,
else.
I guess you're right. It wasn't the person actually wishing for it. It was another character that was going to commit suicide. Yeah, you're right. What did you think of the characters in this movie, Mike?
Let's see. I kind of like, I like the main character, Winnie Carruthers. I kind of like her character.
Yeah, I thought
I think she's a good actress.
Yeah,
her whole family's kind of funny. That it's a comedy too, because they make jokes on stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what's funny about this is, like, at the very beginning, and again, spoiler alert, the parents give Winnie Carruthers a pink, like, jogging outfit, and she makes a joke about being a lesbian, that she's not a lesbian, but her parents got her that. But then by the end of the movie, she likes another girl. So the whole spin on that was hilarious. And then her brother, who was the star quarterback, he actually was gay.
Yeah.
And then her aunt, her mom's sister, she's gay. But the jokes they make about all this stuff, I thought was kind of funny, and it kind of broke up. It's not a serious horror movie.
No.
It's more of a slasher. You kind of know right off the bat who the killer is. There is a twist, and I don't know, Josh, if you noticed this or not, but when they get into the new time period where she doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
She, that's when they make some, like, I don't know if you noticed up on the theater, it says, "I know what you did last Christmas Eve" or something.
Yeah.
Kind of making a joke about, "I know what you did last summer."
Yep.
There's a few references in there to things like that. There's a couple in there that was eating gummy bears, getting high at the beginning, but if she didn't exist, they're just doing straight out drugs. I mean, they're like
they're like smoking crack or something.
Yeah, they're doing something much harder if she wasn't around. So I thought it was comical and not really scary, but some of the kills were cool, like you said. Some were cheesy. What did you think about the candy cane through the back of the head?
Yeah, that was one of the cheesy ones.
Yeah, it was I mean, you could tell it was like, what, you could see it sitting behind his head, not even really in his head.
Yep, that was a cheesy one. Like I said, though, I think it's a fun movie. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I probably wouldn't revisit it anytime soon. Like, it's not one like Krampus where I want to watch it every Christmas. You know what I mean?
This movie, though, Josh, bothered me because it had potential to be really good.
Yeah.
I don't even think
and the main actress was good, like you said. And in the girl that ends up becoming her girlfriend, I thought she was a decent character.
Yeah.
And the brother, the star quarterback, he was cool. How'd you like that, where they got her a tracksuit, but they bought him a brand new truck?
Yeah, I mean, I was laughing. I was like, well, the guilty, the squeaky wheel gets the grease there, right?
Yeah, we know whose favorite is who. We know whose favorite.
That was. Oh no, honey, y'all can share it. This is a business transaction.
No.
Yeah. But what was cool, and it was pretty obvious to me, was her father in the new parallel universe. Her father was the killer.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys picked up on that early, but as soon as they went to the new universe, I told Michelle, I was like, I bet her father's a killer.
Well, Justin Long's character was still behind it.
Yeah, he was helping him, though.
He was like the mastermind, and he had like other people working for him. He was almost like, even in like, he had a lot of power in the first universe, being the mayor. In this new universe, he was like a total all-out cult leader. He had people doing his bidding. He had people holding people for him, like, and everybody
they were all like mesmerized by him, like chanting stuff, like when he did the Christmas lights and stuff.
Right, and his brother was the sheriff, so he had the law under his thumb. I mean, literally, he had control of everything in this town.
I thought what it would have been better and could have really turned this movie another level up, maybe even a whole point up, was if they would have found out back in the original universe that the father had helped as well then as well. I think that would have made it even better, because it would have, it kind of ended like everything's okay now. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if it would have went back to the other universe and found out, because like in the original universe, once the father died, the mayor dies, like their family's making a killing. Her dad and her brothers selling all this stuff. They're making a ton of money. They just got everything. The whole town loves them.
Yep.
But I thought would have been really cool is if you find out that there's some kind of clue still in the original universe. When she went back, she was like, well, Dad's still, he's still part of this as well. I just killed him off in the other universe. But that's just my opinion on it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I thought it was okay. Like I said, they did though It's a Wonderful Life thing okay. I mean, the twist was okay, and like you said, how they reversed it, but I thought it was okay. But overall, I'll get to my rating right now, Mike. I might as well jump right to it. Overall, like I said, it's not a movie I don't know if I'd ever revisit it again, actually. Maybe if I was doing like a horror Christmas marathon thing, or like if someone said, oh, do you know any horror Christmas movies? I might recommend this to somebody because of that. But for the most part, I think I told you, I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. I'm even lower than the critics, in my opinion. I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. I think, like you said, the potential was there, but the execution wasn't as good as what I thought it could be. And be frank, I mean, some of it I was just really bored with. That's just me.
Oh, wow. You're bored with a 2023 movie, huh?
Yeah.
I thought that was only the 1970s movies for you, Josh.
Well, those two.
So I'm going to disagree with Josh here by quite a bit. Me and my wife watched it, and my son. We got to the end of it. We thought it was entertaining, a little cheesy. Yeah, actually, maybe a lot cheesy in a lot of parts. Taking my normal scale of saying 5 is average, I would say this is a 5 to 5.5. I do think it was average. I don't think it was as good as the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, giving it a 7 out of 10. So I would give it a 5 to 5.5 out of 10. To me, it's worth watching one time. I probably wouldn't go out of my way to watch it a second time unless it was just on the TV and I'm flipping the channels, though.
Okay.
But it had a lot of potential. I do see that potential. I do like, even though it's a knockoff of Scream, I kind of like the whole, we don't have a Christmas slasher. I guess Art the Clown will come out next year and we will, but we don't really have a really good Christmas slasher person other than Santa Claus and like Evil Dead, the Evil Christmas.
Well, we don't. Okay, let's revise your statement. We don't have a good slasher in the last 20 years. That's Christmas.
I would say that's good. A slasher.
And and in my opinion, we still don't.
Yeah.
So,
all right, tell us what you guys think. This is Real Dead coming at you. Please like, comment, subscribe. Also, check us out on our Facebook page. We just put out a video with Sean Clark. We got a part 2 coming out, so great interview series there. A lot of big things coming up in 2024. Might as well jump on the train and ride with us. We got a lot going on, right, Josh?
Yes, we do. Okay, guys.
All right, have a good one, Josh.
Yep, you too, Mike. Bye.
Bye.